one. Hello, ballers, and a breakfast to you all, you mighty, wonderful people. It's fucking the first drama time. 2017, kind of. When did we do the New Year's show? Was it after the New Year? No, this is the first one. This is the first one. Welcome, everybody, and to this wonderful audience kicking us off with the first drama show of 2017, lighting up that motherfucking chat like I know they want to. Hello, every single goddamn one of you. Look below me. Look down there where it says announcements. Look down. Down. Look down. Look down, my people. Look down, my people. The next web show is on, the date's on there, isn't it? It's on the 14th, Saturday the 14th. That's where the information about the next PreachCon will be, if you want to come. Woo, woo, woo. We had an extremely successful event last time. That we sold out in an hour, pretty much, besides the one guy who was holding on to, like, the 8 tickets, the last ones, and was like, I'm just not letting them sell out, I'm not letting them sell out. So, that's going to be the information. So, we'll let you know when the tickets are going on sale there. We finally secured a venue that meets the requirements for the stuff we want to do there. It's all going to be pretty good. So, we're going to talk about that at the next web show, which is on Saturday, the 14th. The 14th. Yes! It's happening. It's happening. It's confirmed. We've paid the deposit. We've done all that shit. So we're going to have a good old motherfucking time. It is going to be in the UK. Sorry. In fact, more specifically, it's going to be in the Manchester area. It's going to be in the Manchester area. But we'll let you know if you're on the fence, because you didn't come last time, then we'll be telling you the kind of stuff we're going to be doing there. It's going to be pretty fucking good. 14, can I come? Of course you can. Of course you can. Anybody can come. You're all welcome. As long as your dad or your mummy gives me big cuddles. I'm not joking, by the way. Preferably your dad. Yeah. Let's get creamy. But that's not why you're here today, is it, you wonderful people? No, it's 2017, and everyone's getting back to work, which means it's the first Friday of chilling the fuck out. And I know many of you are here from around the world who are getting ready to go to work and having your breakfast right now. Enjoy it. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's take it straight to where it needs to be with this little staff. Let's take it where it needs to be. Make sure I don't spell this wrong. Let's take it. All right. Looking at my girls on the old Patreon there. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. Oh, fun. Oh, what fun. QP Mama. QP Mama. QP Mama shall be our lady. We also need a resto druid to go along with QP Mama, who will be Remington. Yeah, my man Remington. Wonderful fucking human being you are. Wonderful human being. Where's Piggle? He's here. Piggle lives the quiet... Oh my god, look, he's covered in dust. I've been drilling. Oh, you got me dusty. You can go there, buddy. Wait. There with the weaponry. Oh, shit. Look at me now. You had to bring up Piggle, didn't you? You had to bring up Piggle, and now you've fucking wrecked me. My Drama Time shirt, my regulation Drama Time shirt is now fucking school bus. Thanks very much. Yeah, I've been drilling. We've got lights up now. We've got lights up for fixing the light issues. Cum dust. On his back as well, Code of Ear. That's dirty. Okay. Let's go. Holla, Preacher, Ghosty.
Hello.
Hello. And all you wonderful people in the chat. For this story, we will need a female Blood Elf DK and a male Tauren Resto Druid. So let's kick off with our little background. I started playing WoW in the Burning Crusade, but I had to skip Wrath of the Lich King because I couldn't afford the subscription. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But all this changed in 2011 when I moved back to Brazil after living almost all of my life in Portugal. And started to play some WoW again. WoW had just officially been launched in Brazil. Yeah, it took a while to get here. People had some crazy schemes to pay in dollars, buy the retail version and game time through some weird websites. Oh, poor Brazil was going to be relegated to private service. It was the end of Cataclysm. And at the time, there weren't Portuguese-speaking servers available yet. So you had to join a Latin server and play with people from all of the South and Central Americas. You ready? Are you ready? This was my first problem. I'm Brazilian. English is not a problem. But Espanol kind of is. Now, I'll admit, I thought they spoke Spanish in Portugal. I'll say it. I know there's loads of people in the chat who thought the same.
I thought.
I know you're out there with me. I know you're out there who thought exactly the same. Now, he does go on to say, Portuguese and Spanish are similar, but the thing is, my Espanol is absolute dog shit. They don't. Racist. They speak Portuguese. You idiot. They speak Portuguese. I can understand most of it when it's written, but like 2 or 3 words when they speak. I leveled an Orc Warlock and joined a guild that was recently bought by a very friendly Argentinian woman named QP Mama. A female Blood Elf Death Knight. She lived in a small town near Buenos Aires and had just become a grandmother. Can we give some love to QP Mama? Yeah, she's a grandmother in Buenos Aires. Even though she was not quite in her 50s yet. Gotta give them big shouts out. Yeah, it's QP Mama. She was also the guild master and the raid leader. That's right. Grandmother and her own guild. Things are going swell for QP Mama. 'Twas a casual guild, my friends. It had no more than 10 people online at the same time. Gilf as fuck. Dirty bastards. But after some recruiting, we started a 10-man raid to down Deathwing himself. Now, our raid group had a Chilean tank, a Blood DK. This is so cliche. The DPS were Mexican and Colombian. They were Mexico. Columbian deeps, man. Colombian DPS. Best DPS. Alright? The Colombian deeps is the best deeps. I fucking love it. The healers were mostly Argentinian, right? Chile sucks. Hey, I'm from Chile. Chile sucks. Don't fuck with the Colombian deeps, man. Don't fuck with them. The Argentinian healers, and I was the only non-Spanish speaker in the group. It was kind of hard to understand what they were saying, even when they talked slowly, and almost impossible when they talked faster. Now, I don't want to go out on a limb. I don't want to seem racist, but I kind of think their raids sounded a bit like this.
Oye, piensa en tu futuro. No pierdas más tiempo.
¿Por qué?
Porque la vida es corta.
Déjame en paz, déjame solo. Yo vivo hoy, no miro para atrás.
Pero piensa que es muy importante mirar para adelante, para adelante.
Every raid. Es muy importante. 100% accurate. So triggered right now. Was it right? Was I right? No? Okay. It's muy importante though, right? Mexican and I can confirm. Definitely. Every raid. Every raid, the same thing. The only thing that I was definitely sure of was that, I don't know how to say this without sounding like such a twat, but we're 10 minutes in and I think I've twatted myself like 5 times, but it goes, yeah. That's what it's written as. Yeah. Is the Latin equivalent to lol. This is how you say, if you guys ever end up on the Latin servers, right, and you want to say lol, it's this, apparently. There you go. There you go. Not trolling. Not trolling. This is what he says. This is what he says. I'll take his word on it. There you go. That's lol. Aren't we all learning together? Isn't this great? Educational. That's what I like to think. Educational, right? Now, we've got our Columbian deeps, right? So, normal mode was pretty easy. That's all I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying. But it did take us a while to down the entire raid, mostly, though, because of QP Mama. Because of QP Mama. It turns out she might live near Buenos Aires. But she, in fact, lived right smack bang in the middle of arsehole nowhere, Argentina. Yeah. Arsehole nowhere, Argentina. She lagged a lot, often running in the spot while reading out tactics. And sometimes she just entered the raid and lagged so hard that we had to make a new raid and get somebody else as a pug. This, however, was not an easy task, since this server had less people than the Sahara Desert. Yeah. The Swindon of Argentina. Swindon of all places. Got a good paper company there. We then started progress on Heroic. Oh yeah, we're going Heroic. We got Colombian deeps, we got Mexican deeps. It's fucking going down. Argentinian healers. Brazilian gilfs. She still keeps it fucking wax fresh. And you know she does. We started progressing on Heroic. Hagara was our first real test. Anyone remember Hagara? Do you remember the LFR Hagara tactics? Just running a ball, all electrocuting each other. Beautiful. Beautiful to see. It was like poetry in motion. Apart from the shitty internet connection issues and the barren wasteland of a server that led us to call it a night on several occasions, we then had one of our healers leave the guild. One of our Argentinian friends. But we found a replacement. Not only Remington, a Tauran Resto Druid, was a crisp healer, but he already had better progression than us. He had already killed Warmaster Blackthorn. He had already killed Ragnaros Heroic. As you could probably guess, audience, yeah? Remington was kind of a big fucking deal. After downing Hagara and Ultraxion, Blackhorn stood there, but was a pain in the ass. Amazingly, QP Mama's connection got even worse. At some points, we had real discussions as to whether she was lying and actually had dial-up internet. It slowed our group. Some people were not handling mechanics. And this enraged me. So one time I started screaming in a mix of Portuguese and Spanish. I think I got this. I started to scream at them in a mix of Portuguese and Spanish.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it hadn't been...
Solid Portuguese, mate.
Nailed it, right?
Yeah, got it.
Nailed it. In a mix of Spanish and Portuguese. I was a nice guy. Now, Remington, who spoke a little Portuguese and had in fact been in Brazil, was a nice guy. But he was thinking of leaving the guild. He had a guild lined up and they were already farming Heroic Deathwing and he was tempted by it. I said to him that you must stay. You guys are some sarky cunts. You guys are some sarky bastards. I told him that he couldn't leave. You must stay. Or you must find me a spot in the guild. It was a dick move, but if he left, we were all fucked. And being kind of an arsehole, I didn't really care about leaving our guild at this point if I could get some Deathwing purples. Amazingly, we didn't take too long to kill the Spine, and we were now facing Deathwing himself. The big dragon died in a couple of weeks, and everything had gone better than I expected. However, I knew this guild was doomed. There was no future. The server was awful. I didn't understand what the fuck anyone was saying. I wanted to play less casually. I wanted something hardcore. Hopefully with a group that had a language that I could understand. That's all I want, is to raid with people when I know what they're saying. Fortunately for me, though, Blizzard had just launched Portuguese-speaking servers. And moving to them was a no-brainer. But first, how do I leave my guild? But I know they have Columbian deeps. How do I leave my guild? I'm not proud of how I did it, but it had to be done. I came up with an elaborate lie, of course. I wrote a post on the guild's Facebook, didn't take it in-game, didn't take it to the mailbox, took it straight to the source, right to the good book, telling them that work had wrecked my raiding schedule, and I had to leave not only the guild, but I had to leave the server as well for work. How is that your fucking lie? I got a new shift at work. I legit have to leave the server now. I know, right? It makes no sense, but that's the way it's gotta go down, bro. None of them seem to care. None of them even asked about it. So I moved, and later I found out I moved and I still raided at exactly the same time on our Portuguese server. I found out the guild died though, and Grandmammy QP Mama stopped playing. Either that or the rumor was her internet connection became so bad that she's still lagging in an instance to this day. And my friend Remington, he still plays, but I don't speak to him anymore. She was a nice lady, but fuck that internet connection. That's the end of my story of Colombian deeps, Mexican deeps, and our Argentinian healers. That granny might still be out there, people. It might still be out. She might still be she might still be out there. Right, Ghosty, I'm going to need you to come over here, pal.
What's up?
I have tips to show you.
Tips?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't often agree with you guys sending me pictures of your naked ladies.
Where are they?
Can you wait?
That's text.
You need a chair, because this needs opinion. This needs opinion. Okay? It needs opinion. Right then. We need...
This better not be a fucking joke.
No, it's not. We don't get that many tits anymore,
Show me.
which I'm okay with. You have to wait.
Right, well, let me...
You need to understand the what's going on here. Why has Patreon added all these weird fox faces to people? That's really weird. Right, Quarry. Yes. Quarry. Quarry, you can be our lady. I need 2 boys, which will be Ost and Einarsson. How do I say that? And one more guy. Dutch. Perfect. Not D-Dutch. Einarsson? I'm going to go with Einarsson for that one. And the title of our story is, of course, yeah, Nordic. We're going Nordic as fuck today. All right, then. Home wrecker, pal.
Just taking precautions in case this was all a fucking ruse.
Nope. Holla, preacher, a brofist to you and to Ghosty. I hope Ghosty is here for this one. I want his opinion. Hello, sir.
Here, mate.
I have another story from you from your metalhead friend in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The story starts at the launch of Shitty Wad. Me being newly single from the Matt Damon debacle from the last story. I don't remember that. The Matt Damon debacle. Ring a tingle with you? Probably with the audience. The audience knows these stories so much better than we do. I was on the hunt for some poon.
Yes, mate.
We're going poon hunting. And started looking on crappy internet dating sites. That feels like the trade chat of people.
Crappy internet dating
Like the
sites.
real trade chat of
I
people.
don't even think people use websites anymore. People use websites for the whole relationship thing. It's more apps for fucking.
Can't remember the timeline of when this happened in this one. It could have been a while ago. So I runs into a profile that seems a bit off. This girl had it all. Gorgeous, big boobies, brown-eyed beauty, named Quarry.
Oh shit!
She approved.
didn't say that,
She
right?
approved the sending of the pictures. Top
Show,
job.
show me the other one.
Wait. We can confirm though. Yes. The strange thing was though, ladies and gents, I swore I had met this girl from somewhere before. Strikes me as familiar.
Shit, mate.
Strikes me as familiar.
Hang about. Did this used to be a dude?
Just wait for it. I wouldn't lead you into that kind of trap. We started chatting, and about part way through the second or third message, the big oh fuck hit me. This beautiful lady was my best friend, Ost's high school sweetheart.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not a dude. I'm always thinking that. I'm thinking now, like, I want to see this. What that other file is.
I quickly debated whether or not I should continue talking for her, because she destroyed Ost's heart in the past. Oh yeah. I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
If he's down for a bit of pile driving and no relationships, though, it shouldn't be a problem.
It's best his friend. It'd be like me bumping into the nose.
I wouldn't care.
I know you wouldn't care. Don't work with us.
No.
I wouldn't care at all. I'd be like, dude, really? Go for it. I'm not going to lie. At this point in time, I was thinking with my dick instead of my head. Correct. Making good assumptions. Thinking fast. Yeah? Like it. I thought, hey, they were together for 8 years ago. And Ost has a new girl, and he's been with her for 3. So how mad could he get?
Play on, player.
So I kept talking to her. We quickly made some plans, ladies and gents. We hung out for about 6 hours talking about life, my ex, WoW came up, but then she dropped the first massive red flag bomb that would make even the most mentally challenged of individuals walk away.
I'm going for a shit.
Mid-conversation. Good talk. I'm going to drop a right big stinker. She told me that she still lives with her recent ex-fiancé.
Uh-oh. That is a red flag.
Would you eject? Chat, your thoughts.
I don't know, mate. I've not seen a face. And he said that he was just out for a bit of DTF.
She lives with the ex-fiancé.
So, if he's thinking about relationship, then yeah, that's a red card. You're off, son. But if he's just out for a bit of pooty tang tang.
Well, he says him being the starry-eyed, aroused boy was like no big deal.
Yes.
Looking back at it though, it was a big deal. as I was soon to find myself without any friends and a home wrecker. We started playing WoW every night. Sometimes she would tell me not to say anything cute or sweet to her because her ex was playing on his laptop next to her.
Yes! Wind up the X! Wind up the X!
I would play along and act like we weren't flirting and just posting on our guild. On our guild that only had 5 members because of the content drought. We exchanged nudes and whatnot, which I've provided for Ghosty with permission.
Does that mean I can see the other?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Holy shit!
I know, right? Well played, lady.
Well played, mate.
You-
Think with that dick. Bonus.
Bonus.
Let me see it again, one more.
No.
Send it me.
Send it me.
Snapchat me.
I haven't got Snapchat. Sorry, bruv.
Email.
I quickly found myself falling for this girl like Blizzard's sub rates in WoD. That's hard. Deep, deep, deep love. I knew I had to consult my best friends on this matter, so I called for a meeting. We need a bro meeting.
Is this his current bird, by the way?
Yeah. Well, kind of, but she still talks and stuff.
I'm going to write this story in, right? Can I send him them picture of your tits? Yeah, go for it. Mint bird.
Do you think she cares?
Not relationship
Do
bird.
you think she cares? I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares. Okay. So we're having a meeting at the bar. Now, Ost and Einerson were my were the best of my friends and family. I share tattoos with these guys, so the least I could do is ask him if it's cool if we become Eskimo brothers. That means we're banging the same bird. And I like that name.
Oh, that's been stolen.
That is so stolen.
That is
But can we be
jacks.
Eskimo brothers? I fucking love it. That night at the bar, they both showed up. Einerson brought a tag along by the name of Dutch. I, shaking and all, asked my best friend point blank if I could be with his ex. I was fully prepared for him to say no, in which I would have walked away from her because I valued Ost over a girl any day. Surprisingly, though, he kind of laughed. He didn't. He said, "Go for it, but if she hurts you, don't come running to me."
Boom.
Boom. Bombshells. Bombshells. With all the cool in the world, I was relieved finally to be able to breathe. We drank. Little did I know, though, that on that exact night was Dutch's birthday. Dutch was under the impression that I had called this meeting to celebrate his birthday and not talk about my shit.
That's not bro for getting a birthday like that.
Especially when you probably organised it over the good book, is all I'm saying. So Dutch, to put it in context, Dutch years turned up for a birthday party. Ain't no birthday
Ain't
party,
no
Dutch.
birthday party, Dutch.
Ain't no fucking birthday party, Dutchy. Ain't no birthday party.
You're getting a fields train, mate.
You are indeed. Thus, Dutch started to hate me. Now, in context though, I didn't like Dutch, nor gave a fuck when his birthday was. Oh, you hate me? Oh.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Oh.
Anyway, enough about you.
Dutch waited until I left the bar to explain to Einerson how shitty of a friend I was for asking about that and to ask to be with his ex-girlfriend. That he, Dutchy, would never go against the bro code. As if his 5'3" ass could come close to spawn to getting with someone like her.
Boom.
Boom.
Hang about, didn't he just give him the all clear and then turn into an arsehole?
His mate gave him the all clear, so Os was like, yeah, go for it, right? But Os' friend Dutch pissed off at our author now. So when our author leaves, Dutch is like, I can't believe he even fucking asked you, mate. I wouldn't have even asked you, mate. I would never have done that because I'm a cucklord.
It's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, because I'm a fucking cuplord. Cuplord. Okay, so that's where we are. Ost gave in to Dutch's shit talk. And now I was best friendless despite not knowing I was. Yeah. Best friendless. I, of course, went ahead and signed some of the best, I've ever had in my life. We were an item. She was excited to be playing WoW every night, and being the dumb fuck I was for a second fucking time preacher, I bought her WoW and got her the WoD expansion. Now, I can't really remember the last story, but why do you keep buying WoW for girls that already have WoW? Why do you keep getting with girls who can't get WoW with themselves? She was so stoked WoD launched the next week, and we walked hand in hand through the dark portal. We spent loads of times with each other. I even introduced this girl to my family. And then one day she went fucking dark. No calls, no texts for 2 days. She finally texted me to come over. I had gone on to Blizz and bought her a Fey Dragon mount she wanted.
Oh my god.
I was going to surprise her with it. She didn't speak to you for 2 days. Or text you, and then the only text you get is we need to talk, come over. So you bought her a present?
I bet he's got capped cooking, mate. He's one hell of a cook. That is tragic.
I pulled up to her apartment and she met me coming down the stairs. She jumped in my truck as I drive. She then revealed that she had been hiding me from her ex. Her ex had found out. I asked her why he got mad when they had been broken up for months, though.
They hadn't been broken up. Oh.
She dropped the massive storm of a bomb. She explained that they actually weren't broken up at all, and that she felt trapped in her relationship, with her playing mommy to this guy's kids and all. Kids? What? What? She had never mentioned kids at all, and then it hit me like a swift kick to the pudding. I had been the other man. I had become the other man. I had wrecked this guy's life and his family for some poon and good WoW company. She said that we can't be together any longer. That the love she had for me was puppy love, and she was using me for an escape from everyday life.
That in itself, though, sounds like a cry for help, mate.
See you later.
But yeah, it is a see you later situation.
Fair enough. Goodbye. I had fallen yet again for another soulless lady, just to allow myself to be used like a cheap thrill. All the words exchanged, all the I love yous and bullshit, cutie stuff for nothing. Oh, you called her Schnooky Wookums, didn't you?
Oh, no.
Dude, did you Schnooky Wookums her? Did you Schnooky Wookums her? Tell me you Schnooky Wookums her.
In fairness, though, mate, at that conversation, wouldn't you fucking just Enrique Iglesias her for those jeps?
Did he turn gay?
That's fucking Ricky Martin, mate.
All right.
Yeah? Know your male pop artists.
Sorry. I turned to my friends to ask them about this, only to then find out that they had turned on me. I was kicked from the Vegas Guild. Lost his guild as well. And exiled by one of my best friends. Months went by when Einerson whispered me and explaining that he just wants his friends back and that our friendship was worth more than that girl. He told me how Dutchy played a bitch card. I like that. I like that it's called the bitch card. The bitch card, and talk shit about me. Bitch card. Bitch card. I wanted to destroy these two people, but really could only blame myself for what they did. Or better yet, what I allowed them to turn me into. Austin and I patched things up and are okay for now. She went on to marry the guy and is totally okay with everything. Dutchy, though, is deathly afraid of me. As for me, I stay away from friends' exes. That's good advice, generally speaking. I mean, I wouldn't like to say I've ever done it. And probably because I would never do it. That would make a lot of sense. In my eyes. Let's just stay away. There's drama there. Yeah. I will never trust someone who looks like a cross between Tina Belcher and Bilbo Baggins ever again. Who's Tina Belcher?
I wouldn't say Bilbo Baggins.
I don't see any Bilbo Baggins there. I see a dildo swaggins.
Hi-yo.
Ew. Who? What was she called?
Tina
Belcher.
Belcher.
Tina Belcher's a rough name to carry, isn't it?
Oh, it's her from fucking
it's a-
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, she doesn't look like that.
Yeah, she doesn't look like that.
She doesn't look
Bring her
like
back
that.
up just for reference.
No.
Just for me, a little bit. Come on,
We're working.
this is work. It's
Yeah.
research.
I hope Ghosty enjoyed the pics.
Did.
I know you had a good holiday, Preacher. By the way, when you guys get to Vegas, I work at an off-road tour company and would comp you guys rides. Top shelf.
Boom.
That's a triple winner right there.
That
Keep it
right
fresh,
there.
dude. Thank you for the read. That
you rent
Vegas
out
metalhead.
Segways.
Sent from my Sprint Samsung Galaxy registered Note 4. Is that the one that blows up?
That's a 7, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Ghosty has spoken. I have spoken.
Other one. Oh,
It's
why
got-
you fucking cock tease me like that?
Ghosty has spoken. You're
Hang on,
back.
so she's married now.
Yeah?
And she's still saying, hey, you're my ex, but you can still send in my jebs to those people who do a drama time on the internet.
Nobody knows.
I know.
Do you know her? Are you going to go to Vegas and find her?
Gonna tell her, mate.
Are you on the hunt?
Gonna tell her.
Are you on the hunt? I think she's safe in our hands. I for one, welcome
wouldn't
that
be
feeling of
easy.
safety. I want, for one, welcome that feeling of safety in our hands. You can send those pics safely, knowing they're going no further than the internet.
I like your angle, mate. hey, we're open arms here.
Girls, feel free. Going no further. I'm joking, please don't.
Good story, that, mate.
My wife
know
also
that.
uses this email. That would be dangerous.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Let's get clingy.
Is there any tits in this one?
No, you can go like...
Fuck off.
What's yours is mine. Yeah. Okay, the names aren't listed at the top, so we'll see what's going on here. Pixar, it didn't happen. It happened. We met the criteria. Okay. Don't let your wife... I can let my wife use any of my meals. I'm square. It's all good, man. Dear Preacher, shout out from the New Zealand Australian crew down under. What's going on? I suppose I should start at my beginning. My beginning. I've been playing WoW for 8 years, taking a break for Mists of Pandaria, and just coming back for the last couple of months of Shitlords. I've barely played half of this expansion, and it makes me want to stab my fucking eyes out. Good job, Blizzard. Good job, Blizzard. Are you wondering why I can't show nudes on stream? Curious. I wonder why. In my excitement of not doing nearly 2 whole expansions of raiding content, I was ready. I found a server in the Oceanic list and took myself straight to that character creation screen. I had stuck with what I was comfortable with. A pussy druid. I'd gone guild hunting for a bit. Most guilds that had sent me out invites were of the social, cesspool persuasion. Until finally I came across a team of Melbourne-based players who I was rocking about with for a few weeks raiding.
Hey, want to make a guild count?
Hooroo!
Hooroo! Bonza?
Yeah. I happened to be in London at the time working in a club, so raiding was early morning for me. And not that much of an issue. We had about 2 weeks of cancelled raids. / red flags. Red flags. So that morning, I decided to go for a nap. And so it began. I came back online, and my good friend who was in the guild had told me, "They've all left, mate." I replied with the only logical response I could find. What? Why? Who? It turns out my guild master had taken our highest end raiders to join a 13 out of 13 heroic guild and to progress onto mythic. But I got my own when I found out that he had brought all the players, but he was the one who was benched for their permanent mage. Hey, my Australian accent is crisp, alright? Do not mock.
Do it again.
They've all left, mate. Perfect, right? Perfect. This is not the drama I'm here to share, though. After deciding to fuck this, I had taken my friend and we would start our own guild. And this is where I really fucked up. I want to continue raiding. I'm pretty damn good at Feral Druid. I love my class and I don't mind taking the time to help people that are putting some effort in. So we get this disc priest in. We're only running through normal Hellfire Citadel because a lot of people have no fucking clue what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know how. It was 10 months into the expansion. It doesn't go too badly. We're on Iskar. Not a hard fight. Either have Iskar assist or find out how to use the extra action button. You can see where I'm going with this, right? The disc priest wipes us. Wipes on Iskar. Bro. It's a grin and bear it situation. We wiped 7 times on normal Iskar before I called it a night. This disc priest raided with us for a couple of weeks and then disappeared for the next month. Which I get. Ward end content is terrible. Once back, he came only to one of our normal raids before demanding to be put in heroics. So after discussion, we put him into heroic lowers with our other group. I was unsure of it as we all knew his item level was lower than the benchmark that had been set, but a couple of the officers suggested that we give it a crack anyway. And we already had the lower heroics on farm. 1.5 hours full lowers. What's lowers? Do you mean the early part of the raid? No wipes, bit of pissing about, bit of bants. All good. It should be fairly easy. It had taken us 3 hours to clear Gorefiend. And when I called it and switched to heroic, the priest insisted on going to Iskar. Now I know the thought that went through my head was, who the fuck is this guy trying to control our raid? So I put it to a vote. I'm not too worried, I said. It's going to be your repair bills. We wiped and wiped and wiped and wiped. Based on his performance throughout the night, I told him he needed to go back through normals a few more times. Learn heroic mechanics, either from forums or YouTube. And he was removed from our heroic roster. Let's give our man a name. Our disc priest. Who shall it be? Let's go with Weston. I like you, Weston, for this. I think you are suitably our terrible disc priest. So we've kicked our friend Weston. He's gone. Iskar, too much. Things were running fairly smoothly for the next few weeks. There was a bit of shade being thrown around by various members, like me giving loot to someone who had been in the guild and raiding regularly over a dude we had invited that day. But all in all, we were clearing successfully, and I was happy with our little guild's progress. So one night I get this message from a random warlock, after what our core team now calls the culling, where I kicked 100 inactive members. Mate, can I have an invite to the guild? I saw you guys advertising in the trade chat and that. I presumed it was my recruitment officer recruiting again. I knew it'd have been fairly easy to find me or the guild online, so I didn't think much of it. He spoke to me about getting ahead of the curve, legendary ring, item level, the usual recruitment stuff. I told him he could have a crack at heroic with us, having that orange ring. Granted that he did normal first, as a boot camp trial sort of thing. Totally not uncalled for in a raiding guild. Now me being human, this is our author now, being a human, I'm a little bit shit sometimes. And he was not on our permanent heroic roster. I forgot to send him an invite. Who shall our warlock be? Let's have Gimli. Gimli could be it. Gimli did not get an invite. Now we have some pictures here. After clearing the upper floors and dealing with the last lot of loot, this is the message I receive. Hey, you don't send invitations to everyone for the raid though, because I didn't get an invite from you, mate. That's why I only know there's a raid when I log on and I see you guys in like Hellfire Citadel and that. Are you there, mate? Mate, excuse me. How do I get the invite? I missed the raid. Are you there, mate? I responded, just dealing with loot. I explained to Gimli, I apologise for my mistake, and explained we were doing heroic Mano and Arkin the next night. I could have sworn this guy was trolling me with his next response, remembering that this was our heroic raid and our heroic progression. Oh, you're doing Mano and Arky? Why don't you make it a public event then? Because new members thought that they might not be welcome because you didn't make it public and that, and we're not on the list. Make it public, put it on the calendar. I can tell you right now, audience members, that this guy had been in the guild for 3 days. We always talk to our new guys to see where they're at and what they need to be run through to get them up to speed. But also, who in God's name opens up the progression raid to the brand new guys? Sure, we were down a couple of people, but I wasn't going to carry people who could not run a mythic dungeon through heroic raiding. He had mentioned earlier that he was shocked that we had cleared the heroic lower floors without wiping once. So which guild he had come from that does this, I don't know. Would you open up your mythic progression to someone who hadn't done the first part of the raid? But that's fine. That's all fine. Because then he starts to tell me how to run the guild. He then goes into detail and tells me we should be focusing on retaining as many people as possible, though. My guild was at 200 members at this stage. Approximately 120 separate accounts. I had made the mistake of letting someone take over recruitment while I was at work. And we had become a cesspool guild. Hence the 100+ inactive accounts. He continued the whispering. I have the chat logs, but I can't really show them you from this PC. Oh, his names are blocked. Okay. As you can see, we do have the chat logs of the story. You might misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm sure you know your goal is Legion, not Walls of Draenor, though. We need to keep everybody, as many people as we possibly can. Cat eyes. Yeah? Just telling you. He then continues to tell me I'm wrong. Sorry, we pick the people that come regularly and show me that they can work for their spot. I see. Did you know some of your new members, though, are pretty good raiders? If you don't put them in your raid, how will you ever know, though? So I reply, because a lot of the guys that come to normal are still struggling with DPS and mechanics. Explaining that a lot of people weren't competent enough to just have a public pool of raiders. I think it's called Kai's. It's this one. It's the arrow. The other one. The up arrow thing. Yeah, Kai's. The eyebrows. Now, I know a lot of you in the chat are probably saying we should have insta-kicked him. Which they are. And fuck knows why I didn't. But as you can see, he has a tendency to continue sending messages until he receives an answer. I sent the screenshots that I've showed you to a few of my officers, and we came up with a solution. That maybe it was a language barrier. There you go! It might be Columbian deeps for all you guys know. You haven't got a fucking clue. You haven't got a fucking clue. This guy could be sick Columbian deeps. Sick Columbian deeps, and you guys are taking the piss. It's all just in the fucking language. That's what you've got to bear in mind. Yeah, it's easy stuff. It seemed reasonable to me. It seems reasonable to me. And I was happy to work under this assumption. So still a little bit pissed off, I head to bed. I have an early start the next day. I get a text in the morning from another of my main officers. They found out who it is. It's fucking Weston, the Disc Priest. Now this is really starting to get on my tits. When I invited this guy to the guild, there was no mention of knowing anyone or having any alts in the guild. I would have had zero issues if he had come to me and said, this is my alt, can I come raid? But there are alarm bells going off as he's not bringing it up. It actually starts to get a little bit creepy. I will admit, I've done a bit of a goof. But everyone knows raid is always at a set time during the week, regardless of the night, so he could have asked anyone. I've just started studying again, so life is a little bit all over the place, and I fucked up my calendar time. So we enter the raid for Heroic Manaroth, Archie, and I get this. Can I get an invite to the raid now then? Where are you guys at now? Are you there? Hello? You there? At least you can reply to me. I can hear you talking in Discord. If you don't want to invite me, that's okay. Just tell me. Invite though, please. Are you there? Which boss are you doing? the dude had come into Discord, had come down to my head office channel. A head office channel? Reserved for heroic raid officer chat, only with 3 seconds to pull, and told me that he can hear me talking. I've already messed about for about 15 minutes waiting for people to get there. Everyone is ready to go. I am not delaying the pull for someone that's been lying about his ult to get into the raid. I felt he was overstepping the mark. I say we're in the middle of the raid. You will wait until you're invited, or at least until someone responds to you, especially if you're new to the guild, and have only raided a handful of times and aren't on the permanent team. I ended with, we had everything we need right now. Sorry. His reply. Why is that then? Why did you put it on the calendar? Invite me though. 3 minutes later, our man left the guild. During Heroic Archie, he whispered me again. Can you invite me back to the guild? Sorry I left. I was angry. Can you invite me back to the guild? I'm ready to raid now. Sorry, mate. Invite me back, though. Still raid time, though, right? Mate. Invite me back, though. Come on. Dude, don't be tight. Don't be tight. I'm ready to raid now. Info. Unfortunately, though, we one-shot Heroic Archie without him. Good job, team. My fledgling guild died, though, a few months later after clearing 7 out of 7 normal and 3 out of 7 Heroic EN due to lack of commitment. You pussies. Lack of commitment. What's that then? What's the 4th boss of Emerald Nightmare? Heroic. Dragons. Yeah, I can see that. And others wanting to go Mythic Raid. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I took a leap to GMing for a guild. I would never fucking do it again. Peace out. Thanks for listening, Preacher. I hope some clingy stalkers give you a bit of a giggle. They do. They do. I like them. We got 9 minutes left. The timing's poor. Let's go with a completely random story. Completely random. Let's see. I know it's not WoW related, but it was a big MMO drama. You've linked to me a vlog? Alright, let's read this. I don't know what this is about. Okay, let's just read this. Is this someone from my guild? I don't know. Let's read this, see what it says. It's very short. I was in a guild. I hated the leader. He was an asshole. Like a 20-something in the military, they tried to run the guild like he was the drill sergeant. I'm 45. I do not need that shit. Anyway, AA is a very different game to WoW. America Online? Very little instance gameplay. Gold is God. Gold to craft gear. RNG on crafting. So more gold, the more you can progress gear-wise. Also, there was a time-specific area opened up and guilds could claim these areas. Like claim castles. All surrounding areas... Arcade, okay. All surrounding areas pay tax to you for land ownership. So claiming a castle was a big deal because that gave you gold. Gold gives you gear. So leading up to this moment, there was lots of alliances and pacts with guilds. You could kill people in your own faction, so these treaties were a pretty big deal. Anyway, the large alliance we're in failed bad. We were in failed bad, lol. And the two main guilds that made it were blaming each other. Well, I had it and was going to rage quit. So on the way out, I decided to cause some drama. I made this vlog. Okay. The vlog is complete lies, lol. Now, we haven't watched the vlog. But apparently, whatever our man says in this vlog that he's linked me is total bullshit. No one really betrayed me. It was mostly just a bunch of incompetence and paranoia. But because I made this video, I own the dialogue on the situation, and they made this thread. Now, I'll link you the thread. Oh, we're going to the Arcade forums. Oh, exciting. Okay. A first-hand account from RDD member. RDD with the bad guys in this. Looking for a new guild. You bastard. You fucking bastard. So you blamed your own guild, and then you said looking for new guild. Oh, God. What is in this video? Okay. The win in this video is you having to spit your tobacco into the bottle. Real talk, it takes balls to admit that a group that you played with and worked for is in the wrong. Props for your video. Video deleted? Alright, well, he was going to link the video anyway, so I'll put it here for you guys. I don't know if it's any good or anything. I don't know. Okay, so he goes to say, it's all lies. No one really betrayed anyone. It was just a bunch of incompetence and paranoia, but because of this video, I own the dialogue, and this thread popped up. Other people leaving that guild all jumped in. I think believing what I was saying and using their own personal dramas with other people in the guild as evidence as to how and why our alliance blew up. Anyway, the guild I had been in because of this drama I caused became KOS for both factions. That's kill on sight if you didn't know. The guild was destroyed and the GM could no longer really play. Dude, this is so harsh. Yes, it was kind of a dick move by me, but really, if you want to act like an asshole in an online world, you need to be careful. There might be a bigger asshole waiting to fuck you. Well then, there you go. That's legit real drama. That's legit real drama with threads. 11 pages of fucking replies. 32 pages of replies. 32 pages of replies. Oh, you can see the stream window. There you go. 32 pages of replies. Good God, man. Dicks. Oh, that's a bit of a dick move, dude. You killed like so many things. But this is the Drama Time show, I guess. That's real shit. That's some real shit. I like everyone takes that way more serious than like all the marriages and shit that broke up in Drama Time. Like, what, dude, a guild? That's too much. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 32 pages of people playing on Arcade. I've never played that one myself. I avoided it. There you go. I'm off to get my boys. Thank you so much. We are back on Monday with some streaming and stuff. I think that's it for this weekend, though. That's it for this weekend. Nothing on this weekend. Nothing on this weekend, is there, Andy?
No, mate, there is not.
No, nothing on this weekend. So we are off. Thank you all for tuning in for Drama Time and some real legit fucking drama at the end there. That's fucking wacky. But there you go. Have a great weekend, guys. I won't see you, so have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Do something cool with your weekend. And I shall be back on Monday. It's either me or Andy, depending. So we'll either have, I think we're looking at Batman Arkham City in Andy's pool, or we're doing Survival Hunter, something like that. Bobby Bobbins asks, Preach, how come you don't stream WoW anymore? We streamed WoW pretty much every single day this week. Yeah, buddy.
What a dick.
No, just check it out. We stream every single day. Every single day. 8:30. Well, every single weekday at 8:30 a.m. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.